Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Anna and I'm a little bit spooky, and today we are going to talk about some new makeup releases and just get ready for the day together, play in some makeup. I'm gonna play with a palette I haven't actually played with on camera. I think I've only piddled around with it like once, so we're gonna mess with that and we're gonna just do a full little face here and get ready and talk about some new makeup releases that caught my eye that I saw on Trend Mode. You know, I just went through, grabbed some screenshots of product, and yeah, we're just gonna talk about them and see what we think. That's about it. They're not necessarily like all the new releases or anything like that. They're just ones that kind of caught my interest, or I had like an opinion about rather. So yeah, we're just gonna go through some new stuff, play in some makeup, and have a smoothie together, hang out. And yeah, if that interests you, just go ahead and keep on watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know, do any of these new releases appeal to you? How do you feel about all these TV show, cartoon collabs with makeup? What do you think of that? Let me know down below. And without further ado, let's go ahead and just get into this makeup look. And spoiler, it's not my favorite. I don't know, I'm just gonna meh about it. Who's ready to shit talk some makeup and get ready? I'm definitely gonna shade a few palettes in here, or some launches, but there's some I'm actually excited about. We're gonna talk through all the new makeup releases while we get ready, and we're going to use the ABH Norvina Collection Mini Pro Pigment Volume 2 because I don't think I've ever used this on camera. Had a long time. It's a cute little guy. I love this whole vaporwave retro futurism vibe we got here. Like, I love that art style so much. So we're gonna do a look with it. I mean, look at these colors. I just pulled some like screenshots from Trend Mode. We're just gonna look at them and talk about some of the new releases. I got them over here to my side of me on my laptop so I could see them in good. You know, I'm blind. So anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and get my eyes started here. I've already done my brows, all that. I'm gonna jump into this yellow shade right here and kind of start to run that through the transition. This shade doesn't have the best pigmentation to it. It's just more of a yellowy, jaundicey cast. Love that for me. Cool. I've only used this palette like one time, I think, and I don't remember how I got on with it, so I don't like this shade. I can tell you that. This is like the most sheer, kind of chalky, weird jaundice color that I've ever used. Cool. I'm gonna shit talk that shade for sure. It's a bit more like almost a lime on the eye. It's just very, very sheer. There's not much pigmentation to this shade at all. Not impressed with that, really. That's really not pretty. Can you even see it on camera? Like, I can't see it in the viewfinder. Alright, anyways, first launch I want to talk about is from Laura Mercier. She has got the new translucent setting powder light catcher edition. This sounds right up my alley. I love these glowy translucent powders like that offer that lit from within glow that aren't full shimmer. She did have the one that was quite shimmery, I believe, previously. Yeah, this looks like a beautiful powder. I'm into it. I'm curious to see if it is similar to the e.l.f. Halo setting powder. Like, I'm wondering if she inadvertently duped a really affordable powder. Like, how funny would that be? But I mean, this sounds like the kind of product I would like. It's this glowy, not really highlightery, but just glowy powders lit from within. Like ambient lighting powders. Those are the kind of products I like, and I'm interested. Hopefully maybe she'll do like the minis or something, because I don't want to buy the full product, but it does claim to have 12-hour pore blurring, skin smoothing, and no flashback while still having like a glow, absorbs oil. This sounds great. Weightless texture, melts into the skin. $39. Yeah, $39. Okay, that's not terrible. I mean, it would probably last me a long time, so I'm not opposed to that or that price point. I would pick that up. I think I actually have already added to my cart on Ulta. So yeah, I'm into that. I'm into it, Laura Mercier. Next, Patrick Ta has got a new brow mascara, major brow lamination gel. Also interested. I'm curious to see if it is similar to Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. I don't know why I keep trying to find products that are just like that when I have a product that works great for me, right? But I'm always just kind of on that quest for one that's better, or, you know, I don't know why I bother. I'm mostly always looking for like a drugstore alternative just because I would like that accessibility. Yeah, I'm interested in this from Patrick Ta. I'm gonna wait, see some reviews, see what kind of formula it is, if it's the more waxy type of formula that doesn't set down, or if this actually sets and feels more like the Benefit, because I would be more inclined to the Benefit Lock 'em In, they're not going to move brows, than I am to more the waxy brow products where they kind of can move. I don't like that. I don't want them moving. My brows are very stubborn. They fall down really easily, and I don't want them getting smushed and laying down on me throughout the day. And that's been my experience with the more waxy type products, is that they just kind of go, they don't stay in place to where I put them. Next, we have from Kathleen Lights. Is she called Lights Lacquer now? What is it called? Yeah, Lights Lacquer. She's got a new little collection called Always By You. Oh my god. It is swampy greens. The whole collection is these beautiful swampy greens. You got frog prints, catching fireflies. Oh, what's the other one? Ooh, I'm so into these. 3 shades, they're $9.50 each, and I think you can get them in the set. Fiona, rich swampy green. Oh, cute. I love these colors. These are my favorite kind of nail polishes, or like shades of the swamp. And I love that it's like bayou themed. It's just right up my alley. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna need that from Miss Kathleen Lights so much because I love that. But yeah, I'm definitely into that little collection from Lights Lacquer. That is gorgeous. I mean, I probably have 2 of those shades in my collection already because I have a lot of green nail polish, but I mean, why not have some more? Okay, let me it's kind of sheer, isn't it? This isn't much pigmentation. I've done my normal, priming on my eyes with the I just used the Milani primer today, but I don't know, these are very muted. I was expecting a lot more oomph, I guess, from these shades, but they're just very kind of sheer. This one right here, and see if we can kind of amp this up a bit, because that's pretty neon. Okay, there we are. There's some color. All right, so we're getting somewhere here. I really love this color story. I want it to work for me. This palette to work for me. Okay, that's doing a little bit of something there. All right, and from Urban Decay, we have the Naked 3 Mini. Why? That's my only question. Why? Who asked for this? Who asked for Naked 3 Mini? Like, what? I'm just so confused by that. I mean, it's not that I dislike Naked 3. I loved that bitch when she came out, but it's a long time ago. And I don't think these rose gold shades are necessarily like trending. Maybe they are, but I don't see anybody using them really. And I know there's a lot of people out there who love these types of shades. They definitely, there's a market for it. But I just think it's weird that they released the Naked 3 Mini now. Like, maybe they could have, like, kind of created a new palette or something. Or, I don't know. It's just, it doesn't do anything for me. I'm just confused by the whole idea of launching this now. It just feels really kind of out of place. Like I said, I do get there's a market for these, rose gold shades, obviously, but if you, by now, everyone that wanted Naked 3 has Naked 3. You've gotten it on sale even. Like, we all have it. We don't need a mini. I don't get it. I guess for maybe just somebody who just wants a very curated small palette that they can travel with, that kind of thing, go for it. But I just, whatever. Okay, next. That color yellow is awful. This little yellow shade is just garbage. Wow. Okay. The point in you is, what do I want to do next with this look? I'm just kind of not impressed. I'm just kind of not impressed with this formula. And I usually am, I like ABH formulas quite a bit. But I'm just finding these to be very washed out and not quite the oomph that I want, and they don't feel quite buildable. I know I'm using a fluffy brush, obviously. I do like that color though. It's got like a purple in it. That's a pretty brown. The whole thing I like in the palette's a fucking brown, really. But I just feel like I've used better from ABH. I just feel like that is like not sticking very well to my eye, are just not applying very good. It's just kind of meh. Okay, just a wash of color. I was just expecting a little more oomph out of this, considering, you know, the artistic vibes we got going with ABH and all that, and I figured, you know, usually their pigmentation's so good, I just thought there'd be more. I would get more out of this palette, but they just feel very kind of chalky and something a little bit sheer about them. I don't know. Just kind of blend away. Damn, I was not expecting this today. Honestly, I was expecting to, you know, sit down and just throw on a look and that'd be it. I was just wanting to do something pretty while I was there and talked about makeup. But here we are. Next thing is from Maybelline. They have the new Age Rewind Luminous or Dewy Glow Makeup. 4-in-1 Glow Makeup. I'm interested. I keep hearing a lot of talk because first thing I thought too was this is a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury from Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. That was like the first thing that popped in my head as well when I saw this. I was like, now that I've bought 2 things of Flawless Filter, now there's a drugstore dupe. Yeah, that would be my luck. So I do want to buy one of these and try it out and compare it. Even though I know like 20 other people, 100 other people have already done this right by now on YouTube. I want to know for myself for science because I want to know. And I love Age Rewind concealer, but I'm interested in this. I'm quite interested. I think this would be a good primer probably, or highlighter for a subtle highlight. But I'm interested to try it out and see how it goes, just to play with it. Yeah, it's not a huge commitment from drugstore. So yeah, I mean, I think it's cool. I hate the sponge tip applicator. I think we all hate that, and I don't know why they keep putting products out with that. Who has been like, yes, sponge tip stuck to my product that goes in my face and gets all nasty? Who is like thinking this is a good idea? Because I don't think anybody is. God, this yellow shade is garbage. Absolute garbage. Gross. Oh, do you want to look like you have jaundice around your eyes? Here you go. I'm taking that brighter orange. I mean, it's not like this is a bad look. It's just, I've used better products, man. I don't like the way these really layer. I am disappointed. You know, it's not like I'm in a shitty mood or something, or I want to shit talk things. I like the brown. And I think the darker tones are performing better, but damn. Just not what I expected from one of these little Norvina palettes. They're kind of dry feeling. Again, it might just be old. It might be old, and that might be the problem. I don't know. Anyway, next we have from Tarte, another Juicy palette. Didn't they already put this out? And it also basically looks like Naked 3. Next. Just so boring. Like, I get there's a market, but dear God, didn't they already put out a Juicy palette? Like, I don't get it. It's just, okay, whatever, Tarte. Whatever. And speaking of Norvina, she's got the Norvina volume. I don't even know, because I can't see it. It's the purple, big Norvina one. It looks like the little ABH Norvina palette just expanded into one of her giant, like, 60-something, whatever, the big boys that she has in the Norvina collection. It looks like they took that palette and just expanded onto it. The shades look beautiful. I love the original Norvina palette. That's one of my favorite palettes. I think it's a gorgeous color story. And, you know, I think this is pretty. Do I need it or want it? No, I really don't need it. I don't wear purple that often anymore. Like, I used to wear purple all the time, but I have the Norvina palette. I have the original one. I don't need this big boy taking up space in my collection when I have plenty of palettes, and there's nothing really inherently unique about this that I don't already have in my collection to make me want to run out and buy it. But that being said, I think it is quite pretty. The shades are beautiful in there. And I mean, if I come across it on sale or something, that's a different story, but I don't want to pay full price. It looked like she put out like some kind of lip balms or something as well, and they look like children's makeup, so I'm not even going to talk about that because, girl, please. Next, the Brunette collection from Melt. That is the most generic looking palette I've ever seen. Not what I expect from Melt Cosmetics. Just very bland. Oh my goodness. Like, I get, you know, you need some neutral palettes in your collection, but damn, dude, this is so boring. I mean, it's pretty shades, I guess, but I am just very bored by this. Like, Like, I mean, was the previous one they put out with the cool tones, even that one I was kind of, you know, I like some of it, but then it's got this horrible, that shimmer formula that I hate in there. This one, I just don't understand again, the demand for this palette. Like, I don't know, I just don't like it. I think it looks really incredibly boring. And yeah, it probably is a palette that you could go to as your everyday palette type of thing, which Melt does kind of lack in their collection, that everyday go-to palette. But I think they had like the 27 palette or something that kind of filled that void. It's just, I'm really just incredibly bored by this palette. I'm like, there's not even like anything in it that catches my eye. Usually like a neutral palette, I love neutral palettes. And, you know, there's some on the market that I'll look at, I'm like, oh, well, you know, there's something eye-catching in it. This one, I'm just like, even the packaging is just very boring. This just feels so half-assed. Like, just like, did they even try? Like, what is this? Just overstock shades or something? Like, I mean, just the palette itself is just bland. Man, what the hell? It's so unmelt-like. Like, at least, you know, they have like the pretty packaging or something that draws me in. There is nothing here that is drawing me in on this one. At least it's not marijuana themed. at least they're doing something a little bit different here, but I'm just not interested. Next. And dear God, okay, Benefit and the Hoola bronzer, let it go. Let it go. Because dear God, enough with the Hoola bronzers. Now they have the Hoola contour kit that is basically all the shades of Hoola in one palette. Is this new? Like, are they just now making this? I feel like this should be something that's already been out, right? Like, kind of late to the game again, because I don't think necessarily these contour palettes like that are popular anymore. You know, the Hoola contour or Hoola bronzer is just so enough, you know, with the brands and the harping on the same product in their line, their little hero products. It's like, we fucking get it. Come out with something new, innovate, make something new. If you have something that good, what else can you do? Make new products. Quit just repackaging the same shit. We all have these products already. Who's buying all these repeat products? That's what I want to know. Other than I see influencers getting them in PR. Who's like actually just going out purchasing these things? If we wanted it, we already have it. They're old products. And I just don't understand. I want to see Benefit create something new. Branch out. Try new things. Like, I just don't understand. It appears to just be the shades of Hoola that already exist, and I'm just surprised that this doesn't already exist in their collection. That this is something new. Because it feels like I've seen this a lot. Okay. Next. Okay, jumping back over to Melt, and I'm going to go ahead and do my lid shade. I'm going to go into this shade right here, this green metallic, and I'm going to put that on the lid. But yeah, Melt has the new Sex Foil liquid highlighters for face and body. Okay, first thought, Sex Foil makes me cringe. That name, I just think ew when I hear that. Sex Foil. I think of like friggin' tinfoil you're putting on your bed to protect it or something. My brain goes to some weird places, okay? And I think, you know, these products look pretty though. There's a couple of shades I'm interested in, the two lightest. There's like a pinky one and then a more champagne one. Definitely interested. I would love to see the formula of these. I think the name is pretty cringe, and I've kind of felt that way about Melt lately. Like their names have been kind of cringe. Like, we fucking get it. You're edgy. You're cool and edgy. Ooh. Like, dude, okay, we understand. Your point has been made. But I think this is a lovely shade range for these little liquid highlighters. I'm not the biggest fan of just straight up liquid highlighters like this, but I am willing to give them a go. I would like to try them out, see how they perform. You know, I mean, I'm not gonna like make a special order to buy one of these, but the occasion arises that I see one in store or like while I'm checking out kind of thing, or shopping online if there's like a deal on them or something. I'll pick one up, but I'm not gonna like break my neck to get them. And I felt that way about a lot of the more recent melt launches. I used to be like, buy it the day it launched, obsessed, loved it. And I feel like since the Beetlejuice palette, I just wasn't really impressed with the quality of it. And since then, I've just kind of been meh about them. I don't know, lukewarm. I've been lukewarm to them. And I also feel like they've just gotten a little cringy. I don't know. Like, I'm just over the names of the products and stuff. I'm like, okay. It just feels a little bit almost immature at this point of trying to be edgy. And it's like, yeah, we get it. All right. That's pretty. That's a pretty shimmer. I'll give it that. That is a gorgeous shimmer. I like that color. But anyway, yeah, I'm interested in the pink one and the light champagne of the sex foil. I don't... Who named that product? Jesus Christ. But yeah, they do look really beautiful in the swatches. Quite beautiful. Okay, and next we have Physicians Formula. Talk about cringy brand to me in a different way. More just shitty packaging. Let's put it that way. I hate Physicians Formula's packaging so much. I refuse to buy the products because I hate the way they look. But they have this new like food collection of the butter bronzers. They have like a cake one, a donut one, a coffee one, and I think the coffee one is really cute. It looks like a latte. The rest of them I think look kind of stupid. I'm just not interested. It's probably just an overspray. You know, I've used Physicians Formula bronzers in the past. They didn't like stand out to me. You know, they're okay. They're just okay. They may have been why I was so reluctant to use bronzer for so long, because those were the first bronzers I ever used. Anyway, I don't get the butter bronzer obsession personally. I don't like the coconut smell either. That puts me off. And while I think they're cute, you know, it's just an overspray, and I don't like the bulky packaging that Physicians Formula does. I'm not that big a fan anymore. I used to be, you know, into them back in the day because they were doing some cool things, but again, they feel like a brand that's just kind of repeating themselves. Just latched onto this whole butter business that smells like god-awful coconuts, and you know, I'm just not here for it. But that being said, if I saw that little coffee one on sale, I'll pick it up and try it out because it's cute. But at the same time, I'm like, it's so tacky. Like, I don't like food-themed makeup. I think I talked about that the other day. I don't like food-themed makeup. I think it's silly. Unless it's honey-themed, then I'm okay with it. But coffee-themed, I guess I can get down with some coffee-themed makeup. But when it's just like generic food, donuts and pizza, I don't want that in my makeup. I'm sorry. Next, Sephora's got a favorites collection that is really nice. And I don't know if it's still available, but it was the other day. And also the screen is building beautifully. I like the reflect and the shine of the screen. It's kind of saving the look for me because otherwise I'm just kind of bored. Like, I did a look almost like this the other day with the Gods and Monsters palette. It was so much more vibrant and lively than this. And I unintentionally recreated that look. But yeah, I just kind of was gravitated towards it. I'm just, otherwise this palette, like the mattes, I'm not that keen on. Whoa, with a finger that does great. But the shimmer's very soft. This is not a review. Oh my god, shut up about the palette. The favorites collection from Sephora has a ton of awesome items in there. And it is in my cart. Hopefully it's still in my cart if it's still available. Just read to you what's in this collection. It has ABH Lash Brag Volumizing Mascara, which I haven't used, so I'm interested to try that. A Major Brow Sculpting Gel from Patrick Ta with the spoolie, Intuit, full size, want to try. Benefit Roller Lash Liquid Eyeliner. I'd be down for that one. I'm not a fan of the Roller Lash Mascara necessarily. It's okay, you know, it's just very generic mascara to me. But I haven't tried the liquid one, so maybe it's good. I would be happy to try it out. It's got Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Give it to me. Would love to try. And then we have Iconic London Sheer Bronze Liquid Bronzer in Caramel Glow. This is a great little palette. And oh, what a great little collection. Oh, and it has Tarte Sea Breezy Cream Blush in Peach Sunset. Looks beautiful. It looks like a beautiful blush shade. Like, I want to try that. And then last thing is a Ilia Balmy Gloss Tinted Lip Oil. that's probably the only product I'm kind of like meh about, because I just don't care about like balmy glosses, lip oil business. The rest of this collection, I am here for it. I do want that little set, and it retails for $45. I mean, I know a few of the things in here, or most of the things in here, are minis, but the Patrick Ta's full size, I think it's a decent little deal just to try out a variety of products. I love these little Sephora favorite sets. I think they're fantastic. I've discovered so many great products through those and end up buying a full size later on. So I think they're fun and they're just a great way to sample products. All right, moving back to the drugstore and to Wet n Wild. What are you up to, Wet n Wild? You look like you're trying to come for Color Pops. What you doing? Now they do have a little honey range, and I kind of want to just buy everything from the honey range just to make a video about it. Do I need to do that? No. The honey palette looks almost exactly, if not exactly, like the ColourPop honey palette, but I just kind of want to buy it just so I can shit on it. I don't know. I just want it just to play with, just to see. And yeah, I want the setting spray, and then there's a couple of little lip sets within the Wet n Wild collection's new little collection that I'm into. But they have a cherry, they've got passion fruit, they've got cocoa, and they've got honey. And these look exactly like ColourPop palettes. Oh my god. I want to pick it up though just to check it out. It's called the Honeybee Mini 9-Pan Eyeshadow Palette, and it's only $5. So I mean, I'll pick it up. I want to compare it to their other palette, the Call Me Sunshine, that is the Naked Honey dupe, and I also want to compare this to the ColourPop honey palette. And then they have a little duo here, the Honeybee Mine Blush Lighter Duo. I'd pick it up just to play with. It's again $5. And then they have the Honeybee Mine Primer Serum, $5. Yeah, I want it. I want that. I like their primer serum. I think it's quite nice. It's very hydrating. I have it from the Rose collection. I've used it from that one. It's a nice product, so yeah, I wouldn't mind having that in the honey scents. And again, the face mist, I love Wet n Wild setting spray in a honey scented one. Give it to me. Give it to me. I'll take it. Again, $5. So I'm waiting for these to come to my local Target. I've seen them online. They're just not in store yet. So yeah, do want. And the honey lip kit. Pretty little brown liner and lip gloss. I'll take it. And I do want to mention the passion fruit one is really pretty. So I think the colors in it are actually unique and pretty, and I kind of want to get it just to play with because I do like the shades of that one. This one is the most standout of the collection, honestly. So I might pick it up too just to play with, just to see if the eyeshadows are any good, because it's so hit and miss with Wet n Wild eyeshadows. They are either absolutely fantastic, blow your mind good, or they're god-awful garbage, just hot garbage. So I want to see if these are the hot garbage formula or the, oh my god, this is the best palette I've ever purchased for $5 formula. So yeah, and it is kind of a trend though with their little collections like this that they're usually the hot garbage, but we'll see. And then also from Wet n Wild, they have the Wild Hearts big ass eyeshadow palette of generic neutrals. It looks like an old ass Morphe palette. Just boring. It's so boring. No, just I'm so not interested in that, and I don't like their eyeshadow formula that much to buy a big ass palette of it, if you know what I mean. It's just, those colors are just so bland. Oh my god. Even the greens in the corner are just kind of like, yeah. Next, speak of the devil. From Violet Voss, we have a Care Bear collection. Did I not just say something about a Care Bear collab in a previous video? Like, what the hell? That is so funny. Like, 2 days later, I saw this on Trend Mode. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Am I gonna buy a Care Bear makeup collab? Fuck no, I'm not. But I think it's funny because I was just talking about that. Like, the surprise I hadn't seen it yet. And I like that they did go with like old school looking Care Bear. So that's cute. And I was, fan of Care Bears as a child. So the nostalgia is tingling in me a little bit, but I don't need another rainbow palette by any means. Like, I have a couple rainbow palettes and I don't use them. So the color story doesn't appeal to me, but it does make sense with Care Bears. Do Care Bears make sense with makeup? No. But I get it. And it is quite cute. cute if you're a Care Bear fan, but not for me. Not for me at all. I'm really not into these cartoony collabs with makeup launches at all. I'm just, whatever. I'm just kind of burnt out on all the makeup collabs. Let's put it that way, with cartoons and licensed products that feel like they should belong at Hot Topic. Like, this does not look like something you'd pick up at Hot Topic. Or like in the kids section at Target. You know that little makeup stand in the little girls department at Target? To me, this looks like something that should be over there hanging out. Like, not from high-end brands, especially doing these cheesy-ass collabs. I don't get it. I don't get it. Who's buying them? That's what I want to know. Who's buying? Like, I get, collectors, I guess, but I didn't think anybody was that into the Care Bears. Like, I understand the Hello Kitty collabs because there are people who collect Hello Kitty stuff, and Hello Kitty's damn cute. I get it. I don't know. I'm just not into all these nostalgia cash grabs, I guess you could say. Like, that's what it is. It's just playing on people's nostalgia, and I'm just, don't care. Don't care. Next, speaking of collab, this one actually did get me. I'm like, I do want some pieces from this one. It is the Gilmore Girls and Ulta collab. I know, I was just griping about thinking these collabs don't make any sense and all that, but mostly it's because they don't appeal to me. They're not things that resonate with me. This one does. I love the Gilmore Girls. I know that seems a little bit out of character for me, but Gilmore Girls is one of my favorite shows. It is just a warm hug to me to watch. They have an eyeliner collection, some brushes, lip, like chubby sticks, and nail polishes. Honestly, I would just go for the nail polishes and maybe the brushes, but probably just the nail polishes because they're pretty colors. They're pretty colors. There's a navy blue, there's a nice kind of berry red shade, and two neutral shades, kind of nudie pinks. I think they're pretty. And I think there is 2 matte lip crayons in this collection, and then 2 kind of glossy ones. I mean, I wouldn't be mad at that either. I would, if I had just the money to throw around, I would pick it up, but I'm quite frugal about spending money on stuff like this. Like, I don't want to buy makeup that I know I'm not going to really use, and just for the nostalgia collection aspect of it, that's just not how I roll. Like, I buy product that I know that I want and I'm going to use. I don't see myself using any of these eyeliners. The nail polishes I probably would use because I enjoy polishing my nails immensely. That's one of my favorite things to do, is fuck with my nails. Much to my nail tech's disapproval, I like to give myself mini manicures between visits a lot, and they're just like but anyway, I would pick up the nail one and possibly the lip one, if I saw it in store, if I ran into Ulta and it was there. But I'm not gonna break my neck over it, but it does get me in the nostalgia and just that warm fuzzy feeling, which I think is why they do these collabs. They prey on that warm fuzzy feeling. This one worked on me, okay, because I have the warm fuzzies for Gilmore Girls. Good old ColourPop. We have got the ice cream little palettes. These are little quads, and I think the little brown one is super cute. They have like a mint chocolate chip one, and then they have one that's all glitter. I want the one that's all glitter. I think that's a great idea, to have the one palette that is just their freaking pressed glitters and have them be sold like that, because I enjoy their pressed glitters, but I know a lot of people hate them. So I would be down to have the little pressed glitter palette for myself, and you can use it with multiple looks and kind of throw it in. It feels a little bit more functional that way, to where I'm more inclined to reach for the glitters with different looks instead of just the same, only reaching for it when I use that particular palette. And I think there's one with some warm browns that's very pretty. And the color stores are cute. They're quite cute. And then also from ColourPop, they have the Truth or Bear Lippy Vault. They have one that's also red shades, but the Truth or Bear one just really calls to me because it's all these brownie nude lip liners that I love. I love ColourPop lip liners as well. So, I mean, I'm down for this little vault set. I would definitely pick this up. I'm always trying to build my lip liner collection. This is one of those things, like, I never feel like I have enough lip liners. And these are all the kind of colors that I go for. So I'm definitely interested in that. Next, we have from Pat McGrath, a new Mothership palette. And girl, I love the packaging. I think the packaging is beautiful on this little collab. I mean, on this palette. But yeah, the new Pat McGrath Mothership. It is called the Utopian Dream. Very cute. I like the packaging a lot. The colors are just, I'm not feeling it, and that sucks. I was looking forward to the next Mothership palette because I love Bronze Seduction so much. It's just the only one I own, and I like the look of the other palettes, but I wanted to make sure they're, you know, I want to buy one that I know that I'm gonna want to reach for a lot. So I like the Divine Rose ones. They're, you know, on my list as potential things I would buy at some point, but for the price point I didn't want to spend the money on them because they're not unique enough shades, right? And this one is pretty, but it to me it looks like Divine Rose 2 a lot, and it looks like, I don't know, it just doesn't, it really just looks kind of boring. Like, is that just me? I mean, it's pretty, but it just looks kind of boring. Again, you know, this is just one picture. I think the swatches show, you know, the special shades and stuff. So, I mean, I'm not, like, opposed to it. I'm not excited about it. Like, I want to be excited about it. You know? Like, I feel like I have palettes that look like this. I don't know. It doesn't excite me like I want it to. To me, I think it looks just kind of too, all the shades look a little too similar. Like, the browns in it. I don't know. I would need to see this one kind of maybe in some use in like some videos, a couple of reviews first, because this isn't one that I want to go in blind at all on with that price point. But that being said, I mean, it's pretty, and I do love the packaging on it. I think that's gorgeous. I love that cyberpunk vibe that it's got going. So, you know, I mean, if I had the $125 or whatever, I would probably pick it up just to do it. But again, I'm quite frugal. I don't want to buy things that I don't think I'm going to reach for, kind of thing. And I don't feel like this is one that I would reach for a whole lot. I just want more. I want more from it. Next, we have from Beauty Bay, the Wilderness palette that I think is so pretty. I love these colors. It is greens, it has reddy tones, it has mustardy, pukey greens going into blues, and a little bit of teal in there. I think this palette is so pretty. I've heard great things about Beauty Bay eyeshadow palettes. I just have not tried any myself, and I feel like their prices aren't bad. Is that correct? But yeah, this is a 20 color eyeshadow palette. I like these shades. These are colors that I love right here. This is a palette I would probably play with quite a bit and use, and I would definitely be down to pick this one up and try it out. I'm definitely interested in this little Wilderness palette. It looks quite cute. All right, and Wet n Wild is Ed again here with a Saved by the Bell collab. Well, at least we haven't seen it before. I wasn't a Saved by the Bell fan, so I really just don't care that much about the collab aspect of this one. However, I think some of the shades in here are quite cute in the products. So again, this is another little Wet n Wild product I'd be interested to pick up. So it's definitely not getting me in the nostalgia feels, other than the vaporwave looking packaging I do like, where it looks like a Trapper Keeper. That appeals to me a little bit. Like, there's a little makeup bag that I think is damn cute. But again, I wasn't a Saved by the Bell fan. I guess I was maybe just a little too young for it. I think the blushes look so cute in this little collection though. I like the shades. So I'm definitely down to pick up the blushes, and I think the eyeshadow palette looks gorgeous. I love the color selection of the eyeshadow palette. Like, it's got these really beautiful jewel tones. It's kind of got some vibrancy to it. It looks really fun, and I'm definitely interested in that eyeshadow palette as well as the blushes. I think the blushes look beautiful. Like, they're great colors, and I've always liked Wet n Wild's cheek products. So again, this is, you know, a few items from this collection I would be interested to pick up and play with just to see how they go. But I don't want the whole collection, and the nostalgia aspect of it is not selling me one bit on this one. I'm just kind of like, who cares? But I do see how this collab would get a lot of people in the nostalgia feels, because I know Saved by the Bell was, you know, a pivotal part to a lot of people's childhoods. You know, it was one of those shows that's always on in the afternoon. Like, I get them doing a collab with Saved by the Bell for that nostalgia feel. And I'm surprised how nice the colors and everything look in the palette and the blushes. So I'd be down to play with this one. Next, Kat Von D. Nope, sorry. Nope. KVD Vegan Beauty have some liquid contour products coming out. These looked interesting to me. They are gel liquid contours. And yeah, I'm kind of interested. I want to see how they perform. And I'm like that they are trying to create new products and not just revamping the same old thing. I think KVD kind of had put themselves on the map with their contour products. Some of their like bread and butter products was like the Shade Light palette and their, you know, their contour products, and they were great. They were great when they launched, and I enjoyed them immensely. So I would like to try these liquid ones out and see how they go. I'm not a huge fan of like pure liquid products. Like I like them more cream, but I think these might be fun to see how they go. And if there's like a really great like holy grail shade in there for me, then hell yeah. So again, these are ones that I'm gonna want to look at in store if I can possibly do that. Let's go in a little bit of NARS Laguna to bronze her up today. A little sculpted bronze situation. Okay, and again, back to Sephora. They have another favorites out. I think this is a lip favorites, and it has some really pretty looking products in it that I'm kind of intrigued by. You got a Pat McGrath lip gloss. I love her lip glosses, and this one is a gorgeous color. It is in Flesh 6, which is a rich mahogany brown. Hell yeah, my kind of lip gloss shade. And there is also, looks like a milk. Oh, we got NARS Afterglow Lip Balm in Laguna. Meh, I already have that, I think. Not real excited about that, but that's like one dud. What else we got here? We got a Fenty Gloss Balm, so I'm down for that. I like the gloss bombs. Milk Electric Glossy Lip, so that's cool. Oh, this is all like lip glosses. Cool. Yeah, give me some Shine Lip Kit for $34. So, I mean, if you're looking to try some new lip glosses, that's a great little kit. And I like a lot of the brands in here. I like the formulas, so I'd be down to just pick this one up on a whim, you know, just to have. Not that I necessarily need any more glosses in my collection, but I just think this is a cute little kit, so I did want to mention it. I say a lot of the products I'm mentioning are just products that kind of caught my eye. This isn't all the new releases, obviously. Since we're talking about brands that just harp on the same product and just keep launching things, and it, let's use NARS Orgasm today. And we also did Laguna. This is kind of appropriate. I was never that big a fan of this blush. Like, I don't know. I mean, it's pretty. It just doesn't... I don't think it's the most special shade. Kind of generic these days, but I guess when it came out it was something quite unique. It's very pinky on me, so I don't like how pink it pulls. I want more of the gold. And let me go ahead and finish the lower lash line up real quick. But yeah, I just want to do something different today while I'm getting ready and just kind of sit down and play with some makeup and just talk about makeup because I love makeup. I've lost interest in this eye look. I love the green shimmer. I don't know, I just was not impressed with the rest of this palette. And I've had it sitting here on my desk to use for so long. It's my perfect summer palette. Let's do a look with it. Just to play. You know, it's a palette. I don't think the mattes in it are that great. I'm going to take some of my Jaclyn Hill Sparks highlighter, hit the inner corner. I feel like this one will go good because it has that bit of a green almost tinge to it. And speaking of NARS, the Climax palette is coming out. They have a liquid liner and an eyeshadow palette, which looks like a 9-pan. Kind of looks like a Huda Obsession palette, honestly. But I think it looks quite cute. I was watching Teresa's Dead and she was just shitting all over this palette. And, you know, I understand. Like, it doesn't look great in this picture. But honestly, I think this comes down to the picture quality and the lighting of this picture. That I don't think the palette looks like that person. Well, it's not the most unique palette in the world. I like the tones in there. I like the greens, and I like that weird kind of, it looks like a charcoaly blue denim shade in there. And I mean, it does look quite kind of like the Huda Khaki Obsessions, honestly. But I'm intrigued. I'm attracted to it because these are the kind of neutrals I like, with the greens and those types of shades. So yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty, but I think the picture is just really washed out is the problem with this particular product shot of why it looks like that, because it's on a black background and you can see the black looks really faded and washed out, and that leads me to believe the whole picture is just kind of a little bit overexposed, a little washed out. It could do with a little bit of contrast. So that makes me think the palette is just washed out looking in the picture, and it's probably a little bit more vibrant in person and not quite that dull, because I imagine that's actually a pretty palette. And I haven't been drawn to too many NARS palettes in my day, so yeah, I'm actually really interested in this one. I think they're trying to make the climax stuff a thing, like Orgasm, but at least they're onto a different product here, you know, a different little collection. I can get down with that. It's like, please, no more Orgasm collections. I get we do them every summer, but can we just skip it? And this appears to me to be like a fall launch. These are very fall looking colors, and you know, I'm down for it. I'm down to check it out, investigate it further rather. I guess I'm gonna go with my favorite peach lipstick, which is the Jason Wu Hot Fluff and Eclair. Just kind of been my go-to peach lippy. And I'm just gonna kind of apply it like a stain. I'm gonna do a little bit of liner. Let's see, let's do a Max Spice. That'll do. Okay, and so this is our look today. Like, I don't know, I was underwhelmed by that Norvina palette, which is a shame because I do love the colors in that palette so much. I feel like the mattes just didn't perform up to my usual standard these days. I don't know if that one perhaps is just a bit dried out because it's older. I've had it for about a year, I think, in my collection and just haven't really messed with it. I think the look came out fine. It's just a look. It's definitely not like my favorite, gonna write home about it kind of makeup look, but it's cute. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed going through some new makeup releases with me and seeing what is out there on the market. If there's anything that piqued your interest, let me know down below. And how do you feel about all these like licensed collabs with TV shows and all that, especially when they're with like high-end brands? I just feel like that's just really, I don't know, like the drugstore brands that kind of just turn out product, I get it, but when it's with the high-end ones, I'm kind of like, because usually they just feel kind of half-assed, perhaps. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on all that down below and on the new releases, and I will see you guys in the next one. Stay safe and stay spooky. Bye now.